Hi, I'm Mr. C, the teacher, and with over 28 years of experience teaching in the public education system, I've specialized in teaching early primary grades. That's for children ages 5 to 8. And the lessons I've created here are the same ones I use in my classroom on a daily basis. I've created hundreds of lessons in every possible curriculum area. So grab your tools for school and join in with our lessons, or just sit back and watch along with us. Let's do some learning together, because you're watching Lessons from the Classroom. In today's episode, we're going to talk about money. Canadian money, that is. Let's learn about money. Okay, for our theme unit in math on Canadian coins, we're going to look at some worksheets on Canadian coins. This one says, coin values. Write the value on the coin. This one's been done for us. It says 1 cent. We call this coin a penny. And this coin actually has been discontinued. We no longer make this coin or use this coin. If you come across any pennies, you can take it to the bank and it's worth 1 cent. But they discontinued it because it actually cost more money to make the coin than what the coin was worth. And here in British Columbia, we have a mine that used to be open, a copper mine, in an area called Britannia. And that was up in the Squamish area on your way up to Whistler. That Britannia mine now is just a sightseeing place, but at one time it used to provide almost half of all the copper that was used to make Canadian pennies. The coin was a kind of darkish brown color, and it got darker as it got older. Usually they were kind of shiny brass colored when they were brand new, but they tended to go kind of brown with age. It was worth 1 cent, but no longer made anymore. Okay, this coin here, which you can see is silver in color and has an elk on it, not a moose, it's an elk. It's worth 25 cents. The nickname for this 25-cent coin is a quarter. So we're going to write a little 2 and a little 5. That's 25 cents. It's called a quarter because a quarter means 1 out of 4. And you would need 4 of these coins to make $1. This coin here is goldish in color, and it's called a loonie. The reason it's called a loonie is because this bird that's on it is a loon. And this coin, the loonie, or $1 coin, is worth $1. So we write a 1, and then we put a decimal point. We write 2 zeros. That means $1.00. This coin over here is the smallest of our coins. It has a very famous racing ship on it. It's a Canadian racing boat that never lost a single race. It was known as the Blue Nose ship. It was a little schooner. This coin is silver, and it is worth 10 cents. So we're going to write a little 10 there. You would need 10 of these coins to make $1. Down here, we have another little silver coin. This one's got a beaver on it as the symbol, and it's called a nickel. The reason it was called a nickel is because the metal that they would use to make this coin was a type of metal called nickel. So this coin is worth 5 cents. We'll put a 5 right there. 5-cent coin, the nickel. And this one here with the polar bear on it, and by the way, the name of that polar bear is Churchill. He's named after a town in Canada that's famous for its polar bears, which is Churchill, in Manitoba. And you can see this coin has 2 colors to it, silver and gold. Now it's not real silver and it's not real gold. Those metals would be too precious and too expensive to make a coin out of. And this Canadian coin is nicknamed the toonie. And it's nicknamed the toonie because you would need 2 loonies to make 1 toonie. Remember, a loonie is worth $1 and a toonie is worth $2. We used to have a $1 bill made out of paper and a $2 bill made out of paper, but paper rips easily, and through the washing machine it would get destroyed. And it's just, even though a little bit more costly to make coins, it was better to make the $1 and the $2 coin, the loonie and the toonie, out of metal instead of out of paper. And then a few years ago, our $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill, and $100 bill were all redone to make them into a plasticky type of paper, which makes it almost impossible to rip our paper money. And if you put your paper money in your pocket and it went through the washing machine, it would still come out usable. So we've actually improved upon our money. So there we go. We've got the penny, the quarter, the loonie, the dime, it's called a dime for 10 cents, the nickel, and the toonie. We'll just quickly add some color. If you've got a silver crayon, that would work great. If not, I guess a gray will work as well. So our quarter is silver. Our dime is silver in color. Nickel, made out of nickel, is silver in color. Our toonie is silver around the outer edge. A nice shiny brassy color in the middle, but as they get older they get darker as well. And our loonie, sort of that brassy gold color. So I've got a gold crayon. If you've got a gold crayon, you could use that. Another color would be maybe a dark yellow would work too. Again, these coins are not made out of gold. Gold is much too expensive to make these $1 coins out of. And this one again, I could use my gold crayon, or if I don't have a gold crayon, I could use maybe a yellow crayon like this. There's the value of our coins. 1 cent, 25 cents, $1, 10 cents, 5 cents, $2. Canadian coins. So here we have a worksheet that's called Money Recognition, and it tells us what color to color each one of these coins. Now, originally this sheet wanted us to color coins purple and blue and yellow and green, but I want to color them the right colors. So the first one says, color the pennies brown. They start off a coppery color, but they go quite dark in a brown color as they oxidize. All of our pennies are old now because we don't make the penny anymore. We can find our pennies by looking for the coin with the maple leaf on it. So here's one with a maple leaf. And here's another one with the maple leaf. That's 2 so far. Here's another one. That's 3. Here's another one. I've got 4 now. Here's another one. There's 5 pennies. That's worth 5 cents. And looking carefully, I don't see any more pennies. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as they're worth a penny each, that would be 5 cents there. The next one says, color the nickels silver. So remember, our nickels are the one with the beaver on it. So we're looking for the coin with the beaver. There's one. I've got 1. And there's another one right up here next to it. 2. And as I look down here, here we go. 3. And 4. Do I see any more of the beavers? Don't see any more beavers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 beavers. They're worth 5 cents each, so that's like going 5, 10, 15, 20 cents. The next one says, color the dimes silver. The dimes are our smallest sized coin, and they're worth 10 cents. They have the blue nose ship on it. There's one right here. There's 1 dime. There's a couple more. 2, 3. There's one over here. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I found 7 dimes so far. Do I see any more? I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there were 10 cents each, so that's like saying 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 cents worth of dimes. Next one says, color the quarters gray. I guess I could have gone with silver, but why not? Let's do something a little different. Gray. Quarter has the caribou in it, worth 25 cents. Here's a quarter. And here's another caribou head, so that's a quarter. So that's 1, 2 of them. And here's a couple more down here. There's a third, that's 3. And one next to it, that's 4. I see any more quarters? Nope, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Remember, counting by 25s is a little tricky, but all you have to know is 4 different numbers. 25, 50, 75, 100. 100 cents or $1. Last one says, oh, almost the last one. It says, color the loonies gold. Loonies have our bird on it. They're called a loon. I've got my gold crayon here. And color in the loonies gold. And here's another loony. There's 2 of them so far. Of course, it's not real gold. It's just gold color that these coins are made out of. If we made them out of real gold, it costs a lot more than $1. And here's a third one. So we've got three loonies on this page, 3 that need to be colored in gold. 1, 2, 3, and that's like counting by ones, but we're talking about dollars here instead of cents. So 1, 2, $3. $3. And the last one says, color the toonies yellow and silver. So I'm going to grab my yellow crayon here. I could go with gold, of course. It's got the polar bear, so we'll put yellow in the center there, or gold. And yellow in the center here, or gold. And of course, silver on the outer rim. And so for my toonies, I've got 1 and 2. Counting toonies is like skip counting by 2s, right? Because these are worth $2 each, so it's like 2, 4, $4. 1, 2 of them. And there's our Canadian coins colored in. Here we have a math worksheet for Canadian coins called Identifying Coins. It says match each coin with its picture. So we're going to learn its names, its nicknames, and match them. The first one they've done for us, this one with the beaver on it, the small silver one, is called a nickel. Nickel. This one says toonie, and a toonie is the one with the bear on it. Let's draw a line to the toonie. And this one up at the top that's left over is known as the dime. Dime. So we'll draw a line from the word dime all the way up to the dime. On this side, we've got the words loony, quarter, and penny. Well, our first one, the loony, has the bird on it, which is called a loon. So we're going to draw a line from that word to the coin. Here we've got quarter. Quarter means 1/4. We need to have 4 of these coins to make $1. A quarter is the one with the elk on it. That's an elk. And the last one, penny, well, it no longer exists. It's the one with the Canadian maple leafs on it, worth 1 cent. But we've got it on our worksheet, so we'll draw our line going up to the penny. Well, here we've got our coins going along here and the nicknames for them. Here's our first one, penny. Remember, that's the one that we don't make anymore with the maple leaf on it, worth 1 cent, or 1 penny. This next one says nickel. Nickel, that's the coin that was made out of a metal called nickel, and it's got the beaver on it. Here we've got dime. Dime, that's our smallest size coin, the one with the blue nose boat on it. Here we've got quarter. Quarter, that's the one that has our elk on it. This one says loony. The loony has the loon bird on it. That's over here. And last one, the toonie. That's our silver and gold one with the polar bear on it. Toonie. We've matched those up. Let's add some quick color. There's our Canadian coins matching their nicknames: nickel, loonie, toonie, quarter, dime, and the old penny. So here we have a worksheet as part of our coins unit in math. And it says draw a line between the dollar amount and the picture of the coin. Notice a lot of our dollar amounts have 0 for the dollar and then a money value for the cents. So our first coin here is actually the penny, which no longer gets made. When it was around though, it was worth 1 cent. And that is why it actually isn't made anymore, because it actually now costs about 2 cents to make one of these coins, so it wasn't worth making them anymore. So that's a 1 cent coin. Here we've got the loonie, and the loonie is worth $1, and that's how we write $1, 1.0 cents. Whereas this one for the penny is the opposite: $0, 0 tens, and just 1 single cent in the ones column. Here we have the toonie, and the toonie is worth $2. So here it shows us $2. 2 in the dollars area, 0.00 for the cents. This one's our dime, and our dime is worth 10 cents. So here it shows us 0 for the dollars and 1 in the tens column for 10 cents. This coin is our nickel, and our nickel is worth 5 cents. So we draw a line down here. It shows $0, 0 in the tens column for cents, and 5 in the ones, which means this is worth just 5 single cents, 5 cents. And we only have the one coin left, which is our quarter. And our quarter is going to go right here where it's saying $0 and 20, that's 20 in the tens, 25 cents. So 25 cents is our quarter. So we've got our penny, 1 cent, our loonie, $1, our toonie, $2, our dime, 10 cents, our nickel, 5 cents, and our quarter, 25 cents. Well, when we think about our Canadian money, we've got our toonie and our loonie, our quarter, our dime, and our nickel, and here's an old penny. You can see it's still quite brassy in color. And it has the maple leaf on it. The penny was actually the very first coin minted, and when the very first penny came out, it looked like this. Quite a different size. And it has a picture, this one has a picture of King George on it, which was the king before our current Queen Elizabeth. In other words, her father. That was worth 1 cent, and that's worth 1 cent. But they don't make these coins anymore. There was a time as well when before the loonie coin was created, it was a $1 paper bill. And before the toonie was created, it was a $2 paper bill. Well, there's been talk to take our $5 paper bill and actually change that into a coin. One of the reasons they changed the $1 bill into a coin and the $2 bill into a coin, and why they've been discussing turning the $5 bill into the coin, is because when our money was paper, it ripped very easily. I don't think they're going to make a $5 coin anymore because they've changed our money. Here's a $10 bill, and it's no longer paper. Now it's this plasticky material, which makes it absolutely impossible to rip. And if you put it in a washing machine, leaving it in your pant pocket, it still comes out as a good bill. You can't rip or tear or break this money. When it was paper, they got rid of the loonie, they got rid of the dollar bill and the $2 bill to replace it with the loonie and the toonie. So maybe we can come up with a design for what a $5 coin would look like. And we can ask the question, what shape will it be? What picture or image would be on it? Our old penny used to, of course, have the maple leaf, but now that we don't have the maple leaf anymore on our coins because we got rid of the penny, maybe a maple leaf would be a good design. We've had animals like loons and polar bears and beavers and caribou. Maybe another animal on here like a goose. Or maybe something important that's Canadian like hockey or maple syrup. So we can come up with a design for our $5 coin. The shape's interesting because as I've traveled around the world, I've collected lots of coins. Here's a coin from the Cook Islands, and it's triangular. Some coins can be really big in size, and some can be really small in size. Here's some coins that have holes in the middle. Here's coins that are gold in the middle and silver on the outside, or silver on the inside and gold on the outside. There are coins that aren't quite round, but actually have sort of beveled, cut edges. We even have the occasional Canadian coin, like this one, that does have a maple leaf on it. This was, I believe, a special quarter that was produced at one time in the year 2000. And when we look at different coins from around the world, they can have lots of different numbers on it. This one says 500, that's 500 yen because it's from Japan. This one is a 50-cent coin, but it's from New Zealand. No, sorry, this one's from the Cook Islands. This one that was from the Cook Islands is a $2 coin, actually. Here's another $2 coin. Here's an American 50-cent piece called a $half, because 50 cents is half a dollar. Those coins were, instead of 25 cents, countries sometimes have coins that are only worth 20 cents. So lots of different coins from around the world to give us some inspiration for how to draw our $5 coin. So maybe if I had a circular coin, I might want a hole in the middle. Why not? We've got a coin that has gold in the middle. Why not one that has a hole in the middle? And maybe this coin we would have maple leafs on it. So I could draw some maple leafs. There we go. I've done a circular coin with 3 maple leaves on it. And maybe to honor the penny, which no longer exists, maybe we'll make this coin a brownish colored coin. Maybe we'd make the maple leaves more red. We have produced some Canadian coins that do have color on it, usually for some special occasion. So I'm going to call this my Canadian $5 coin with the circle in it. This is just my idea. Of course, you come up with your own idea. Maybe you're going to have a hockey player or a hockey stick. Maybe you have something else very Canadian. I'm thinking maybe on this square coin I could put a Canadian goose. We don't have a Canadian goose on our coin, and Canadian geese are very well Canadian. Here's my Canadian goose. They tend to be sort of browns and grays and blacks. No reason our coin couldn't have color in the picture. So how about that for a square or rectangular Canadian $5 coin, something like that. Maybe on the triangular one I'll do the hockey stick. After all, we are Canadians. We love our hockey. Put a puck on here as well. Why not? I think I'll make that a silver coin too. Here in Duncan we have the world's largest hockey stick, so I'm kind of proud of our hockey sticks. So there's just some ideas. You can create your own ideas for how to make a Canadian $5 coin. We do need to name our coin, because of course here in Canada we don't really call our coins the 5-cent coin, 10-cent coin, 25-cent coin, dollar and $2 coin. We call them the nickel, the dime, the quarter, the loonie, the toonie. So what would we call a $5 coin? Maybe we would call it a foonie or a fivey, or maybe we would name it after one of the things that are on it, like a maple leaf or a mapley or a goosey or a sticky or something like that, right? So we have to make up a name for our coin. I'm going to go with foonie. After all, we have loonie and toonie, so why not? Foonie would be 5 loonies to make a $5 coin. Anyways, you guys get creative. Do whatever designs, colors, shapes you want. You don't have to stick with what I've done here on the paper. Canadian $5 coin. I wonder if it'll ever get invented. Well, thanks for joining me today in our lesson. I hope to see you again soon. I hope you had some fun, worked on some new skills, and maybe learned something new as well. Join me next time on another episode of Lessons from the Classroom. Bye for now. For some more great videos by Mr. C the teacher, go to Google and do a search for Mr. C's full name, Chris Castellarin, under YouTube. So type in Chris Castellarin YouTube, and you'll find plenty more videos.